Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to have another hero spotlight, and this time it's going to be for Kylock. I don't know about you guys, but for me honestly, ever since we had this hero spotlight segment in our YouTube channel, I really find this really educational and also at the same time informative because honestly, even for me personally, I've been playing Exos heroes for more than 2 years already, and I can honestly say that I really don't know most of our heroes here or information, but because of this hero spotlight, even for my main 3 teams, particularly Lenombe, Greenland, and even Brune, it seems that I only know little things about my heroes. Just a little thought. So anyway, over here in the journals button, let's press heroes and we are going to look for Kylock.
Victory.
So just to let you know,
I'm
guys,
not interested in captured prey.
with this hero spotlight, we are going to start with the fated grade heroes. Then we are going to the legendary grade and then up to the rare grade, because it seems that common and magical heroes are not really I guess we are not really using them that much compared to the fated grade, especially legendary and rare heroes. So that's what we are going to talk about here. Excuse me guys for the noise, because it seems that there is an ambulance that passed by. You know, if you've been watching my videos since we started, you know, where I live at, it's such a busy street, so a lot of vehicles passing by, especially during afternoons and especially during weekends or Friday. The streets tend to be so busy. So anyway, we just got a little sidetracked over there. So this is Kylock. First, we are going to check out his skill set. So the passive is soul absorption, increases own attack by 20% upon receiving recovery. Upon recovering health, stacks up to 3 times. Then the first skill, Moon Knight Reaper, deals 150% damage to one enemy and 50% chance of a target with bleed to deal 92% damage every turn for 2 turns. And then his second skill is Soul Harvester, deals 89% lifesteal damage to all enemies and heals for 70% of the damage dealt. So I think this is the first hero we encountered that has lifesteal effects. Nice skill, especially this passive. Increases own attack by 20%. So whenever he heals, his attack increases. Oh wait, I think this is not the first time, because if I remember correctly, Schmid also has this ability through his Gold Fate Core. But for Kylock, he has his on his passive. Oh wait, let's check out Schmid because I just want to be sure.
Guess we can stop now.
Okay, he has this. Damage, deals 89% lifesteal damage to all enemies and heals for 30. So, yep. That's correct.
Victory.
It's Schmid and Kylock
I'm not
who
interested
has
in
the
captured
lifesteal ability.
prey.
For now, because we haven't checked all the rest of the heroes. So now we are going to check him further. The hero introduction, you can see, whoa, that's a lot of stuff happening. You can see straps, long sleeves, a lot of clothing there, and he has this sight. And it seems that if you take a look, if you take a closer look on him, there's this patch on his face, and it seems that on the right side of his face there's this different eye color compared to the left. I don't know, maybe is he a zombie? So this is the appearance effect.
Let's get this hunt started.
Neomi's agent, Kylock. So I'm not sure if he's an undead character, you know, undead zombie-like character. Okay, that's his illustration. And then let's check out the skill preview. So it's like he's a specter. I'm pretty sure that's not human, right? It's like a ghost-like zombie. This is the first attack.
Worry?
I mean, first
I
skill.
don't take pleasure in other people's pain.
Wow. Really dark. And it's nice.
Smile.
This is the second skill.
This is your final moment.
There's this giant scythe that appeared. And that's the lifesteal damage. It really looks unique. And I really like this long thing behind him. I think this is part of his sleeves. It's floating. And this is the default mode. And this is the battle mode. Look at his sight. There are eyes. Right? Oh wait. Yep. There are eyes on his side. It looks like it's alive. So let's check out his story. Trickster Kylock, sex male, nation Brune, hero, fated or fated grade hero, element is darkness, age is 26, race is human. Yep, he's human. Okay, so he's not undead. Position is chaos or chaos type hero. His birthday is on October 8. Lunatic shaman of Brune, born with cruelty, madness, and talent as a shaman. Kylock was an unstable being, but at the same time, he had the spirit to encompass all this. It was a foreseen step that Kylock grew up to be the most dominant shaman in Brune. Kylock knew his natural madness better than anyone else, at the same time not so foolish as to give up everything for the pleasures of the moment. That's why Kylock wanted a position where his brutality could be welcomed. It was not difficult for him, who was already a brilliant shaman. As a result, Kylock became the loyal subject of Neomi, the great chief of Brune, as a hound that executes a more secretive, brutal order. So he is a shaman. So maybe that's why he has this skill wherein he disappears, appears and stuff, but I don't know. For me, it looks like he's a zombie, or he died and he rose back to life again. Okay, that's Kylock. Now we are going to check out his Fate Core. So over here in the Fate Core button, you can see just below there. And then let's look for I think it's black and white Fate Core theme. Yet you can see Kylock, he has the black Fate Core. This is him. Requiem Shaman Kylock. Kylock in a parallel world with a kind heart. After discovering his natural born powers through hard effort, he uses these spells to aid others. He does not hesitate to stain his hands to help the good and the weak, and he considers himself to be a what? Necessary evil. And he considers himself to be a necessary evil. I don't know what it means. Anyway, he's passive. You can see there's this Ascension. This is the special passive of the black and white Fate Core team. Increases own defense by 20 for 7 turns upon receiving health regeneration or health regen effects, stacks up to 5 times. So it's something to do with health regeneration. So I'm pretty sure you're guessing what type of gear set he's going to wear. So that's the passive, and as for the first and second skill, it's just the same. Let's take a closer look. You can see he's pretty much alive here. He has a decent looking clothes. So I'm not saying that his fated version is not decent, but I mean, it's kind of wild. But this is more nice looking. You can see there are gold embellishments on his sleeves, and he really prefers this long sleeve things. can see his face doesn't have that patch color thing like the one from his fated version.
Isn't it the human
The appearance
heart
effect, you
that
can see,
decides what is
instead of the
good
black
or
effects,
evil?
there's this gold. Requiem Shaman. And then, this is the default mode. And this is the battle mode. Sorry if I'm zooming in and out too much, because I just wanted to see the, the scythe and then his physical appearance as well. So, if you want to check out the exclusive equipment, it's here. So it really looks different compared to the faded version. It doesn't have eyes, and it has this gold design. It's really nice. There's this wing, or wings. Actually, it's two. So this is the exclusive equipment. And if you're going to check it here, Harvester of New Moon. Kylock exclusive equipment. A giant scythe emitting auspicious energy. It originally had an evil monster sealed inside, but it has purified with Kylock's power to be born again. So the monster inside was purified. That's why it's turned into gold. So it's 20,000 says, and just like any other of the exclusive equipment, if you're going to equip that to Kylock, his attack will be increased by 30 and combat power by an additional of 10,000. So let's check out his skill preview. But first, we are going to equip the exclusive equipment. So that's the normal attack. So I see. So maybe that's the effect of being a shaman. He can disappear, he can appear whenever he wants. Because he looks like pretty much alive here. And you can see, instead of the black effects, it's gold. And this is really nice. You can see those cloud things disappearing. The first kill.
The spirits.
Oh, you heard that dropping sound.
Evil viewers.
That really looks great. Now, for the second skill. Oh, no more eyes.
I will gladly sting my hands.
That's really awesome. So now, we are going to check if he has an orange fate core. Let's check one by one. If I remember correctly, there's none. But let's just check, just to be sure. Okay, so there's no orange fate core for Kylock yet. And that's the only fate core for Kylock. The black fate core under the black and white fate core theme.
Is this all you've got?
Okay, so currently
Don't be afraid.
I'm using Kylock.
It's okay
He's
now.
under Brune. So if you max out your signature force for the Brune, so therefore Kylock will be benefiting from it. So we've discussed about the Fate Core, and currently I have my Kylock over here. I already fused him to 5, and I also have another 3 copies additional, and since we already fused him to 5, we can no longer fuse him to 6, 7, or 8 because 5 is the maximum. But if ever you have copies, I think you can re-roll for the stats because you can see there's this exclamation point on the fusion button. So if you happen to press this, you can still fusion your Fusion 5 Fate Core, but you can see the fusion stats. Oops, sorry. I just pressed something again. Anyway, I was saying that if you're going to
I will
fuse
gladly
your
go to hell
Fusion
to help
5
the
Fate
weak
Core,
and the good.
you can see the fusion stats over there. It won't become 6. It's still 5, but the combat power, attack, defense, HP, and attack speed, I think this is going to be re-rolled because you can see on the right side portion of the stats, let's say for attack, currently his attack is 1236. So if I'm going to fusion that, there will be a chance that it will still go down up to 1128, or it can go up to 1248. So you can see there's this bracket. And for the defense, you can also see that if I'm going to fusion this one, there's going to be a chance that my 1088 of defense will go low to 1065, or a chance to get higher by 1180. So just the same as the HP and attack speed, we are going to reroll for the stats, but for the fusion level, it will still be 5. So currently I have no plans of rerolling because you know how RNG works with games. There's a big chance that it will go down. So that's the Black Fate core of Kylock, and currently I don't have the exclusive equipment. So I'm using the Fated version, and I just dyed it and changed the color. You can see, instead of green, I just happened to change it to red, but this is actually not my desired color. I was really planning to make it gold. You can see the red design over there. So I'm still trying my luck changing this into Reyes Dye Station, and hopefully I can get the gold color so that it will just match with his clothes. And also the pink, I don't know, it's not cloak, but his upper clothing, this pink color, I am planning to change this also. So for the artifact, since he's a chaos type hero, I prefer to using Confident Assassin Way because it says here, chance to afflict a random debuff to target for 3 turns when attacking. It's either stun, silence, or sleep 1 time per round. So with this, I leveled it up or promoted my Confident Assassin Way artifact to level 30, and it seems that you can really see the effects whenever Kylock attacks. Sometimes I can see the enemies are sleeping, silent, sometimes they get silenced or stunned. So it's really effective. But if you don't want this, you can get this one, Easygoing Prince Nilia. Chance to protect self from death 1 time by granting tranquility to self 1 time per 3 rounds. Also, our current artifact that was just updated this morning, so the scheduled maintenance just finished a few hours ago, you can see this one, Lamp of Life Carbon. So if you're going to the summon artifact button, you can see that our latest artifact is this one. And this is for chaos type heroes as well, just like Kylock. It says here, chance to grant damage immunity to self for 1 turn after attacking an enemy. This is 1 time per battle. So damage immunity, immune to damage, and it's not immune to death. So it's different from tranquility.
I am the King's Guard.
I will gladly go to hell.
So aside from that, there's this Honest Assassin Machia, chance to grant stealth to self at the start of battle. Remove upon receiving damage. That's also good. If not, there's this one, chance to decrease health regen of target by 42% for 5 turns when attacking. This is nice. Also, Phantasmic Oasis Depor, chance to decrease attack speed of target by 15 for 5 turns when attacking an enemy. If not that, you can also see this one, chance to afflict target with Nullify Heal for 6 turns. There are a lot of useful artifacts for chaos type heroes, so it's really up to you. Well, Deadly Whisper Weepers, I really don't recommend this one because it says here, it just increases all damage dealt by self by 5% for 2 turns if own health is at 30. So we can just wait for our heroes to have his health at 30% or below. That's dangerous. Of course, we want to heal them. So those are the possible artifacts that we can equip on Kylock. And as for the equipment, you can see based on the passive, it says here, increases on the, well, when it comes to a session, if you already equip the black and white Faker theme for Kylock. Increases own defense by 20% for 7 turns upon receiving health regen effects. And also, you can see the buff increases own attack by 20% upon receiving or recovering health. So that's based on the health regen effects. So what I did with my Kylock, I happen to use him with Destruction set, but I'm really planning to use Red Blood set, because with Red Blood set, let's say this one, it says here, this is a 4-piece set. Red Blood set recovers health by 20% of damage dealt upon attacking. So I think this is really nice with Kylock. It goes well with his skills because it says here, if you're going to attack, you'll be able to recover 20% of damage dealt. Recovers health by 20% of damage dealt upon attacking. You know, lots of lifesteal. But currently, I equip my Kylock with Destruction set and also Hit. I'm planning to change this one because based on what I see, it seems my Kylock really lacks damage, because if you check the stats, critical hit rate is just at 47%. That's quite little. It should be somewhere at 80% to 90% and above. Just don't go beyond 100, because your critical hit rate will turn red when it comes to 100. That means it's too much, or probably it's beyond 100%. So you have to change that. Try to lower, probably 80 or 90%. Within that will do. And try to increase your critical damage, probably 250 and above. So effect hit, I have it at 64. This goes well with this debuff, 50% chance to afflict target with bleed to deal 92% damage every turn for 2 turns. So that 64% will do, but it could do better at 80 to 90%. So when it comes to the gear sets, you can choose among the following. You can go for dash set, destruction set. You can also go for attack if you like. But I think Red Blood set will really do well with Kylock in order for him to just go with the lifesteal effects that he has. You can see this one. Again, I'm showing you this. And also this one. 89% lifesteal damage to all enemies and heal 70% of own damage. So plus the Red Blood set, I think he will really be kinda invincible because he will be healing himself most of the time. So when it comes to the equipment for the stats, since he's a damage dealer, so go for attack, critical hit rate, critical damage, attack speed, and some effect hit for the debuff to work, because he has a debuffing skill, and you know, when it comes to debuff, I always pay attention to that. That's why I make it a point that to add effect hit just to make use of the debuffing skill. So for the gloves, for the main stat, you can go for critical hit rate, critical damage. Just make sure again that you don't go beyond to 100% when it comes to your critical hit rate, because it will turn red. As for the substats, again, you can go for critical hit rate, critical damage, attack speed, some effect hit, and what else? Attack. Have I mentioned it? And as you can see here, this is not really good because you can see there's attack, HP, 2 HP lines, one is in percent, one is a flat number or whole number. So this is not good. And defense. It should be something of the damage dealing. So again, this could do better for tanks or supports, but not for damage dealers. And here, for the accessory, you can see there's attack. Maybe it could, well, attack will do, but you can also go for effect hit if you like. For the sublines, substats over here, there's attack, critical hit rate, critical damage. So those 3 are good, but the last one, defense, it's not really that nice. So if you know me, again, I go for 3/4 lines. So 3 good lines out of 4. That will already work for me. But since I'm trying to make the most of it, I'm trying to make it 4/4 lately. I'm trying to challenge myself to look for better gears compared to what I have now. And for the boots, there's attack speed. And you can see the 4 lines. There's HP, where it should be something like critical damage or probably attack. So I think you get the point, because Kylock is a damage dealer, so therefore he should have more onto the damage dealing stats compared to the tanky sides. So again guys, for the sets or gear sets, you can go for dash set, critical damage set, or destruction set. You can go for critical hit rate if you like. There's also sniper set to increase hit, and also there's this red blood set wherein I'd really like to experiment. This is the one I'm talking about, red blood set. Again, this recovers health by 20% of damage dealt upon attacking, and I think this will really do good with his lifesteal skill, just like Schmidt. So that's what I'm planning to do. So in the future, I'm going to change this one. And also don't forget, unleashing potential. This is really good when it comes to your heroes, because this will further, from the word itself, this will further unleash the hero's potential. And also, don't forget the blue Fate cores that go well with Chaos type heroes. There's this blue Fate core of Rera, because she grants buff to Chaos type heroes. And since Kylock is under Brune, so don't forget the signature force of Dorka. You can go and maximize them. And aside from Dorka, you can also now use Bloody Phantom's copy, because Bloody Phantom is the second general of Brune. So you have a lot of ways in order for you to make your Kylock stronger. And what else? Aside from the Fate core, from the Unleash potential, there's the signature force. And also you can do the core memory. When you have your friends within that core memory part, that specific Fate core team, if you have your friends that has Fusion 5 their Fate cores, therefore you'll also get benefits from it. So that will be all guys for today. We discussed about Kylock, the possible artifacts, possible gears, the Fate core, and his exclusive equipment. So if you have any questions, just do drop a comment and I'll try my best to answer it whenever I see it. So please don't forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel, and also for my YouTube channel as well, where you can see all of my other Exos Heroes content and other games as well. This is Bear Gaming. Have a nice day everyone.